Hello everyone, my name is Yunfan. I'm in charge of the marketing department.
And I'm Junyi. I'm in charge of the finance department.
My name is Dongtian. I'm being charged R&D department.
My name is Gang Sun. I'm responsible for production department.
According to the performance in the last week, will the performance of the share price, market share, and sales are reasonable. However, it doesn't reach to our expectations. In my opinion, the main reason should be we do not have the clear strategies. Lessons learned from the last week. We decide to divide our strategy in two parts. The first part is a cost leader strategy. In this strategy, we put lower end and the traditional inside this strategy. And the second part should be the production differentiation strategy. We put size, performance, and the higher end inside this strategy. For the cost leader part, in my opinion, this is very important part because they contribute a large part of our revenue. In order to gain the market share, we should lower the cost as lower as possible. And we also can try to price them below the average. For the production differentiation strategy, we should give our customer the high quality products. So we have to increase cost on the research and the development department in order to support them to make the faster innovation. Actually, in my opinion, we do not actually quite focus on the life cycle of the product because the newer design should always lead to the customer maybe change their idea and try to buy the new product. Furthermore, we can price them higher than our rivals because our
Investment.
our investment, we also can charge the price premium to that. For the from the report from in the last week, we can see that for the first strategy, cost leadership strategy, we don't want to make any change for the cake and cider.
Excuse me. Why not make any adjustments about the seed and the coat? Because in my opinion, we should those two products are supposed to move to the
Lower right side
of
the perception map.
Yes, that's a good question. I think because our strategy is a cost leader strategy. I suppose the point already inside the perception map, so we do not to make any further investment.
So you mean you don't invest more in that to keep the cost low?
Yes.
So as long as it's within the perception map, that's all right. So the customer will still buy it. It's just we don't invest them anymore.
Lower the cost and the price lower.
Yeah.
So these figures are still in the range according to the report. In the range.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still in the range. Okay. So what do you do for the other three?
For the other three, for example, for the seed, according to the report in the last week, the customer ideal positions for the performance should be 9.8, and for the size should be 10.2, and MTBF should be 5 and 2 and 5,000. Similarly, we should adjust the cost and adjust the cure and the code to meet customer ideal position.
Okay.
What do you think for the marketing?
Yeah, I guess then if from marketing perspective, I guess you need to charge premium to keep profit from these three products because they are sort of like high end and high tech products as you invest a lot of money in R&D. So Also, in terms of the marketing division, I could see that you do the cost leadership strategy for these two, cake and seda. So we absolutely gonna be charging less than average market price. So we like according to the report, the average market price for cake is around 27. So we might charge say 25.95. Similarly, Seda we do 20.95. They are below to the average market price. So I guess the other thing is the promotion and sales budget. Like as far as I'm concerned, this should be also included in the cost leadership strategy as we're gonna invest less for these two products, whereas invest more in those seed, coat, and cure, these three products because we are doing the strategy of differentiation.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Can you make sure the accessibility and awareness of these three products can increase after you invested such amount of money?
Yeah, well, actually, I calculated it. So basically, if we keep the seed, the promotion budget 1,500 and sales budget 2,000. Also not only seed but also coat and cure, these three differentiated products. Then it's gonna be increasing the accessibility and awareness for these three products.
So you're gonna invest the same amount for this?
Yeah, for these three,
Okay.
yes. So in order to keep increasing their awareness and accessibilities. So yeah, so we probably well, as far as I'm concerned, like according to the report, I saw that we stocked out last year. Like 4 of our products were actually stocked out. So I guess more reasonable would be using the potential market share to calculate the prediction. So in my department, I will calculate my forecast according to the potential market share. Because I guess the production department will also consider that because these would relate to sales and profitability. So my forecast for these 5 products would be like over 1,000 for the first 2. I mean the cost leadership products, and others will gradually increasing the amount of products we are producing. So I guess the production the department should be consider that as well. So what's your forecast for next year?
Yeah, based on our 2 strategies we discussed before, which is cost leadership and product differentiation, we hope our product will be more competitive than other competitors in the next round. As a result, our market prediction will be more optimistic than last round. In other words, the production schedule is calculated as production times 130%.
Sorry, excuse me. Why don't you use 150? Because I guess the market would be like our product would be more competitive than before because we're using these strategies and invest so much. So
Yeah,
if you do 150, I guess that's
yeah,
good.
it's a good question. But if you use 150%, I think this is too risky for our company because when we use this number, in the next round we will take our risk for the having too much of the inventory on hand. This will be obsolete. So this will cost our much more than before. Yeah, is that good?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess. And I guess also we should consider the capability of your factory.
Yeah. Let's move to your question. It is possible that production capacity needs to be considered. Based on our current production capacity, the production schedule of the cake is higher than the first shift capacity. So I recommend we should increase our automation level.
Excuse me, you
Yeah.
said you're gonna increase the automation level, right?
Yeah.
But it is also a very big investment, so you need to consider our cash compatibility. So maybe we don't have enough cash to buy plant equipment.
Yeah, even though the cost of increasing automation is significantly high, I think it will be beneficial in the longer term because the traditional product will not be improved frequently in terms of research and development. Yeah, that's your question.
I have a question. Do we need to increase optimization to the other production? For example, for seed, code, and
Do you
kill,
mean the capacity or
just optimization? You know that if you just focus on the cake and the cider,
Yeah,
I think it's not quite good in my opinion because you will maybe forget seed, code, and cure. The production speed should be lower, quite lower.
Yeah, based on our last round report, we sell some capacity for the cake production, but however in this round
You mean you sold?
Yeah, we sold it, but in this round for the center production, yeah, we just have 5 units above our production schedule. So I think we should purchase more production, capacity instead of the increasing the automation level. So yeah, that's a big investment. I think this will bring us some financial problem. I think let's move to the financial department.
Excuse me. For research and development part, I want to give you some opinions.
Yeah.
Because we want to maybe get a fast innovation to the seed, code, and cure.
Yeah.
So I think you make the adjustment to the optimization should depend on my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he said he probably use the menu to buy menu capabilities to increase the
when I increase the automation level, it takes too much time for your department to achieve your goals. I think we should balance them more equally.
Yeah. So what you say is you increasing the optimization for the cost leadership products, whereas you buy some more employees or like buy some more capabilities for the other three.
Yeah,
products.
they also need to maybe communicate to the financial department because I think if you hire maybe lots of higher technique staff, it will cost more. You know that. Yeah. So if you should compare the cost to the optimization and the hired staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Which is good.
Let's consider the financial issue now. According to you three departments, we have to have a combined strategy, which is cost leadership for the low end and the traditional product, and the product differentiation strategy for the other three. And if we combine these two strategies, we need to consider bondholder, customer, management, employees. They are our main stockholders. So we will need is to generate cash to reinvestment or buy capacity, or we need to support your marketing issue. And we have three ways to raise cash. That is, issue long-term debt, and issue current debt, and issue common stock. And we used all of them in the last year. And according to the financial statement, we issued $10,000 million loan debt, and it generates a high total liability, which is $59,958 million. And
excuse me, this will increase our interest payment in the future.
Yeah, of course. In our next year, we need to pay back our interest for both long-term debt and short-term debt. And according to the previous performance, we have a good net margin, which is $14,762 million. But after deducting all these interest costs or tax and the profit sharing, we just got a net profit at $4,522,000, and so maybe our financial department is under pressure, and because you three departments have some more developments which require more cash.
Excuse me. Well, our business is currently imperfect. So I just because I'm being charged with research and development part. So I just worry about whether or not we can meet our strategy. I mean, meet the production differentiation per strategy, because
It
for this
requires a lot
strategy,
of money.
will request lots of money.
So you're considering the money problem.
Yes.
Although the financial department is under pressure, but the good news is that we still have borrowing capacity. We don't use them up in the last financial year.
On the other hand, yeah, we have positive earnings per share, so that means we can sell our shares in the market. Yeah.
Yeah, we still can issue more common stock, but
Yeah.
there is a capacity, there is a threshold. We cannot share.
You mean the upper limit?
Yeah,
right?
there is upper
Okay.
limit.
For the borrowing and
Capacity,
borrowing and make issue shares, which method do you prefer?
It depends on our strategy, and it depends on the interest rate, and we need to consider more, not just the financial issue. We need to discuss more to determine. And my suggestion is that we can borrow money from outside, but we still need to focus on the sales part mainly, because we have to generate cash from that sales part. So I'm considering the sales performance of our company. So I want to make sure that the charge of marketing department can make a good budget and improve our performance.
Yeah, well, I guess because as far as I see from the report, our product has the highest awareness in the market, as well as the highest accessibilities in the market. So I guess like as long as we maintain this awareness and accessibility, we'll be fine. Like as long as we have enough stock to sell, because our potential in the market is actually way higher than what we sold last year. So apparently we didn't meet consumers' demand. So as long as we have enough stock this year, I guess we'll reach the point and we'll make more profit than that.
I have a question, because the company's the goal of our company is to maximum the wealth of our shareholders. So if you maybe raise too many debt, I just wonder if you can't maybe pay back the debt, we will make
Loss
off on the interest.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I think.
On the other hand, if you raise too many shares, you know that maybe our
pay dividend, right?
Not dividend.
Okay.
Maybe
the right of shareholder is
should be diluted.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problems we should consider.
When we borrowing the debt, we should focus on our research and development, make our product more attractive for the customer, and we should make more profit in the earlier age. Yeah. So.
I guess as far as like what's my plan for the marketing part is we do separate strategies, and we invest a lot on the awareness and accessibility so that we can gain all these customers and gain those market share out of this. And then so that's what I mentioned before, the production department should have enough capability to produce that much of product to meet customers' needs, so that we can also profit from that. If you like, say, if there are customers out there and needs your product, but you don't have that enough amount of product, then they'll switch to others. So probably we need to consider this problem as well.
But what I'm going to say is that we should be confident about our company.
Yeah.
We still have borrowing capacity, and our marketing department is also confident about our sales. So should be no big problem. We just need to focus on the main strategy and keep going.
So let's try these two strategies for this one. I guess that should be
Sure.
alright, and we'll see.